Imagine a connection so profound that it unites you with the universe itself. It's pretty powerful stuff. We are delving into the crown chakra, which is located here above your head. It is the highest, lightest, most powerful chakra they're all powerful. But this is your powerhouse because it connects you into all that is. It connects you into the universe. So this is, I think, what everybody is really searching for.
Yeah.
When they're going into their spirituality and their faith, and they want that access to that divine wisdom at all times. And so a lot of times people will start here and then fail miserably and then think that all the spiritual voodoo guru shit is all crap. And it can be if you are not aligned in all of your other chakras as well. That is a big miss. I just want to start with that from the top, that if you are starting here and not dealing with any of these other energy centers, you're going to have a pretty shaky ride.
Yeah. Like they say, the higher you go, the harder you fall.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you start here, you're going to come right back down here.
Exactly.
And it's going to hurt.
Not a pretty picture.
No, not at all.
So this is our connection to our spiritual nature. It's your faith. It's how you practice your faith. It's a feeling of oneness and connection to everything, to all that is, instead of being just grounded in. I mean, some people aren't even grounded. They're just stuck in the humdrum of everyday life. This is when you have a misaligned crown chakra, when you're just like going through the motions and you're kind of bored or you're frustrated and nothing's necessarily wrong, but you're just not feeling inspired.
Yeah, you're living in your head way too much.
Exactly.
When it's not aligned. That's for sure. Just I don't like living in my head a lot like that. I know a lot of people are very, cranial, which is very different.
Different than the monkey brain just
Yeah.
being set loose on life.
That's a whole different podcast.
Exactly. When this is aligned, this is also where you're able to see the bigger picture of things. We have a lot of clients, we're life coaches. We have a lot of clients that come to us and they're really frustrated because they're like micro doubled down on, the problem or whatever their frustration is or their roadblock. Or they can't even see the roadblock because they're so focused on one little thing that they can't pull that lens back and see from a bigger picture. And this is where meditation is like your best friend, because it allows all the outside stuff to start to fall away. It allows the mind to start settling down so that the spiritual, divine, cosmos, all that energy can start coming in and inspire you and refocus you and allow you to see all the bigger patterns that are going on.
Yeah. I mean, imagine like you're literally when you're meditating and connecting to all your chakras, and then you've gotten to the crown chakra. Think of it as though you have just dialed your phone and you're connected with the universe.
Exactly.
And you're going to have a conversation and you're feeling all the energies going through you, and it's the connection of a lifetime, let me tell you. Because when you are tapped in like that, like your crown chakra, and you're receiving and you're also, putting into the cosmos words and thoughts and all these things, that's what we call the global consciousness. And that's the part where I like to tap into every morning. That's how, when I do my meditation, I tap into that global consciousness so that I know, or at least have an idea where people are at, so that I know what I need to do or how to proceed personally in my life, and being aware of the fact that there might be some shit going on, and it might or might not cross my path, and how to handle it. But because the chakras are all aligned, I'm tapped in, it should go smoothly. Should. Again, there's human interaction, so it can go either way.
Yeah, life has its ups and downs. I mean,
Absolutely.
if you have the most aligned entire chakra system, you're still going to have highs and lows in life.
Yeah.
So anybody that says that, they are tapped in and everything is perfect all the time is that's a crock.
Yeah, yeah. I like to do this whole, superpower activate kind of thing.
Yes, you do.
And that's how I treat my chakras. It's like, yeah, tapped in, figure it out, do what you need to do, utilize it so that you're able to do what you need to do.
And know you'll fall in and out of it. I mean, and I love that because it almost feels like a surprise, and not a surprise, but like I don't know, like you just received a gift you didn't know you were going to get.
Right.
Like you're just, you're going about your thing, but maybe you just finished meditating, or you're just in a really open place and all of a sudden you just like get this hit of inspiration, or that thing that you needed, somebody like a total stranger just hands to you or says something like one word, and it just shifts everything for you. Like it's awesome when you feel that connection, when you like plug into it.
Yeah.
Or it plugs back into you because you're open enough to actually allow it in.
Right.
It's a beautiful thing. Self-reflection. So what can you do? Because a lot of us do have the monkey brain. What can you do to really dial into that? And I'd like you to think about how you speak with the divine, how you connect with it. Are you just sitting in meditation and allowing things to settle, or are you asking for things? Are you bargaining? Like, okay, universe, if you just, let me pay my rent this month, then I'll meditate every day for the next week. Like, are you in a bargaining thing? Are you in a demanding thing? Like, I have meditated 7 days this week. I deserve to get my money to pay my rent this week. Like, what type of conversations are you having? Are you leading more with gratitude? Are you leading more with, these are my problems? And it's totally okay to like, I'm surrendering my problems to you, universe. These are the things that are heavy on my heart and weighing on my mind. You can totally turn those over and then continue on the process of allowing and opening and settling.
Yeah, because the crown chakra is about transcending your limitations.
Exactly.
So if you go from there, you do what you need to do. And that's the thing about being tapped into your spirituality. You call it whatever you need to call it, whatever works for you. But when you're tapped in, you're really sourcing from a place of one knowing. It's a knowing that it's beyond anything outside of you. And you're able to navigate life so much easier when you're working from that type of energy. So when all your chakras are aligned and you're totally tapped in and you're trying to figure out what it is that you want to create in your life, that's where all the answers are. And they will come to you. You just have to pay attention. Like after you do that, it's like, oh, okay, I've hanging up the phone now, and then forget about it, because it's just like there's a difference between allowing something to happen and for you to hear it or see it or feel it, however it comes to you, than completely ignoring it and not listening to how it's going to serve you or how it's going to come to you. And I think that's one of the tweaks that we need to make as human beings. And another thing that also connects you, other than superpower activate kind of thing, is breath work. Again,
Yes.
we keep going back to meditation and breath work. One of the ones that is typically used for that is where you cover one side of your nose, breathe in, and then cover the other side of your nose, breathe out. It's specifically a yogic kind of breath work, and there's something that I learned when I was being coached by Dallas. He showed me those particular breath work, and I do that every morning. One way of connecting with your crown chakra immediately, because it puts you in that space. I like it.
Yeah. And you can also use, a lot of people like to use crystals.
Yeah.
And the color here is violet and like a brilliant, like diamond white. So you can use diamonds. You can use, Amethyst, that's the stone I'm going for the violet. You can use amethyst for the violet part. Selenite is really awesome for the white side of it. Selenite is a really, really cleansing. So if you have a lot of a stone, so if you have a lot of things you need to really like clear and reset, selenite is your best friend. And then if you want to elevate into those higher vibrations, that's when your amethyst really comes into play quite nicely. Trying to think of what else. Oh, this is also where you'll have a deep sense of trust. You're not just like completely worried about how you're going to pay your rent and what's going on with that relationship and chipping away at yourself. You have like this trust for the universe that like it's got you and you've got yourself. And there's a lot of work behind this. I mean, we have a video about how to trust yourself. We can actually tag that up top in case you want to take a look at that. But this is just, it's peace, really. It's peace because you don't have to worry because you're that connected and you know that everything is one and everything is energy.
Yeah.
It's a absolutely beautiful, beautiful place to be. Some other types of things you can do because you really want to be grounded here to be able to have that wisdom, have a place to land. Going out, laying on the earth is absolutely wonderful. And especially if you're like looking up through the trees, anything where you're looking up, because this is like a higher vibration, a higher form of energy.
Right.
One thing that experience we just had recently, 2 weeks ago, we were in Montreal, and we went into the Notre Dame Basilica, and that is just like, I mean, it goes on forever. It is just awe-inspiring, and it just like blows your brain that something actually like looks like that, feels like that, and is that profound in front of you. And once you get over the visual of it, like it was a real powerful initial feeling. We'll put a picture of it in case you've never seen it, but seeing it in person is just totally different than pictures. Yeah. Once we got over that, we went into several smaller chapels, and I actually thought the energy was more powerful in there. It was very interesting. We especially went to the where Saint Marguerite is buried. It's I'm butchering my French relatives are rolling over in their grave, but it's Bon Secours Chapel, and it's a very small chapel, and this place, like, many people were just tearing up upon walking in. You got the chills, like it just, the spiritual deep beauty. I can't even think of the right words. It was so, and this is the crown chakra, that there are no words to actually describe just the sense of spirituality that just flows through every pore of your being.
And sometimes just sensing it, like feeling it, is all you need, because there doesn't need to be any words attached to it. Like I remember when we walked in, I was looking at all the things, and I remember needing to sit down because I was so overwhelmed with the energy and the feeling. Not only, when I walk into places like that and there's a lot of people, there's a lot of energy in the building to begin with, that's a lot for me to take in. So I sat down and I was letting all those energies flow through me. And then I ran them up and down my chakras just to make sure that I was filtering it properly and taking it in properly for myself. But the energy was beyond any words in which you can use to describe what it is. There is a sense of peace. There is a sense of knowing. There is a sense of connection to something that is so much higher than we are as third dimensional beings. And it also reminded us of, at least for me, the power within me.
Absolutely.
Because it was just the energy that was flowing and the capability that my physical body was able to filter all those. Yeah. It's the kind of place I like to hang out in.
Yeah, I think it's the most powerful place I've ever been in.
Yeah.
So if you find yourself where you're dwelling on the past, lamenting about it, or trying to anchor back into past memories, or you're worrying about the future and go so you can make the future be okay, Like, this is the place where you drop back into the present moment and you find places and spaces like this, or you create them for yourself so you can be super present and allow that beautiful divine energy just to flow right through you.
Right.
That is the magic of the crown chakra.
When you connect to it, you will know.
Exactly. 100%. And we'll put a video at the end of this chapel we're talking about so that you can just watch a little, like, 45-second clip of what we witnessed, and I hope you can get a little piece of sense of that divine energy that's like our gift out to you, and passing that energy on your way. Okay, so tap into that crown chakra energy and light yourself up and live from that beautiful place.
Be kind.
Peace.